is earthquake damage being this far sort of southeast of Turkey. You hit this hard, your van smash you to bits. You'll be stuck out here in the middle of nowhere, and we are in the middle of nowhere. Some of these are a foot high. Miles we've been on this for now. Now you can do except just take it steady.
This is the most damage I think we've seen anywhere from the earthquake. So many refugee tents around.
Yeah, it looks like they have huge like canteen cooking tents with like the biggest cauldron bowls I've ever seen. And obviously they must be cooking for like 100, 200, 300 people at a time. And a lot of them have been dispersed all over the place, but I mean, where do you go when your house has been, that building's condemned, that building's condemned. They're all so smashed and they're so unsafe. You know, people have got nowhere to go with the kids, it's a shame.
Is the car park we stayed in last night. It is on park for night. I think we paid 50 lira for the night, so it was good. And there's water here, as always in Turkey. There's always water. Put a Turkish flag on to join in with all the celebrations they were doing. They were going on last night after the election results. But yeah, it is ridiculously hot here. It's 9 AM and it must be 30 degrees. It's crazy hot. But yeah, this is where we stopped. It's not always gorgeously scenic park-ups, but did the job. And over there is the shopping mall that's still closed after the floods, and apparently this whole area here that we're standing in was covered in water, and underneath us is actually an underground car park which was completely submerged. So yeah, they've suffered quite a lot, these guys here. Yeah, sad. And the poor kids were just so happy and, you know, excited to see us, wanted us to stay longer, and we didn't film them, just felt wrong somehow. But yeah, really interesting to come to places like this. It's good for the kids to see and to hear from other kids that have suffered at the hands of natural disasters, which we don't tend to get too much in the UK, so good education for them.
Some of the Milo's found some of the bullets from last night's victory fire. He found 2. So there's obviously, yeah, everyone firing their AK-47s in the sky, all happy. Them rounds do go up and do come down, but obviously that's not a 7.62. But yeah, that's from some kind of handgun, pistol. But you wouldn't want it in your head.
No, you wouldn't.
No.
So sadly we lost a bit of footage from Göbeklitepe, so I did a bit of a voiceover on this one. But yeah, Sam was desperate to see this place ever since he'd watched the Graham Hancock Netflix documentary, I think it is. Worth a watch if anyone's interested in finding out more. But basically I think it's the oldest Neolithic archaeological site in the world, dated between 9,500 and 8,000 BC. It's 7,000 years older than Stonehenge and 7,500 years older than the pyramids in Egypt. So yeah, really interesting, and it's worth doing a bit of research on it. But basically it turns all of our previous theories about how the ancient people lived on its head. So yeah, it was pretty amazing to see it, to be honest, and somewhere that's definitely worth a visit if you're in the area, and worth reading or watching the Graham Hancock Netflix series before you go. And yeah, sorry we lost all the footage. Sometimes these things happen. Sam's devastated naturally, but yeah, a little bit of it is here, so we've added that in and a few photos, so hopefully that will suffice.
We've just found the smallest dog that we've seen yet, and everybody's wanting to take it, but it's tiny, that, isn't it?
It'll be the only thing I ever asked for again.
Oh my god, where are we going to put this stinking thing?
What do you mean he'll sleep with me?
The poor rodent.
So we've got a bit of a conveyor belt going, filling up the water. We stopped last night in like this park up next to a very busy road there, to be fair. That wasn't too bad at night, didn't keep me awake. There's toilets and showers over there, and then there's a playground over there for the kids. So yeah, this was us last night, and there was the most immense thunder and lightning storm, which raged all night. It's interesting. But yeah, this is the reality of filling your water up, isn't it?
It's good with the kids helping.
Yeah, it's great that we've got the tap literally there. But yeah,
there's a few taps. I fixed it as best as I can, but they have different fittings here.
Yeah, it was spraying out, so you fixed it, haven't you?
Yeah, as best as I can.
Done our good deed for the place. We've sorted it out.
Yeah, it's still not the best, but
we've just got to top up with some water as often as we can. But it's plentiful in Turkey, isn't it?
yeah, we've managed everywhere. You can empty the toilet and get water anywhere.
Yeah, anywhere. It's so easy.
We filled the whole van with 90 litres of diesel for 59 quid.
Oh yeah, we filled up from empty and it was 59 quid.
Yeah.
Bargain, wasn't
it's
it?
all going to change when we get back into bloody Europe, so
yeah.
It's going to be quite sad to leave Turkey,
that's going to sting, isn't it, when we do that?
Yeah, not just, I mean, it's nice Turkey, but the prices are nice, but so the locals say it's double at the minute. Some things are 7 times and 10 times what they were 4 months ago. We've pulled over because
giant hailstones.
It's
you want one of them hitting your van? They're freezing my hand, it's cold.
It's like 23 degrees. Is it? Yeah, 22 degrees it's showing on the dash. And we were like, what is all this white sludge everywhere? I mean, look at it out there.
The hailstones are
absolutely glorious, and it's hot, and we're going into the mountains, and it's been freezing hail. Everything's wet, the road's wet. It's just out of the blue. It's like freak weather going on here.
They're massive hailstones, and I would imagine the size of them that I've just felt, you wouldn't want them hitting your van. That's for sure. There
is that as well, isn't there?
We're lucky we missed it, I think, but we need to get going because Dave's probably going to be thinking, what are they doing?
Jesus.
But yeah, how mad's that? Hailstones in mid-20s degrees. But yeah.
So just walking up, try and catch the dawn at Mount Nemrut, this hill. Whew. It is it's epic, especially walking up it. It's 4:45 in the morning. There's the top of Mount Nemrut. So I think dawn's going to be just here somewhere, but we'll see. I might be a little bit too late, but we'll see. It's still very, very impressive from this height. Whew, Jesus, I made it to the top of Mount Nemrut. Like the third time I've done it within 24 hours, so I'm sweating a bit. But dawn is just about to pop.
So this is the view out the van door this morning. We actually stayed on Mount Nemrut last night. There is the visitor centre, and there's toilets and I think showers in there actually, maybe. We haven't used them though. It's free to stay here. Bins over there, and then from this car park you can actually drive just that bit further up. There's the road, you can just see in the distance, and that takes you further up the top, and then it's only a 600-metre walk then to the grave site where the stone heads are. Yeah, we had to wake up to this morning. Well, the sad news is, although we've got this amazing view, we had a man down on the way up this hill.
Yeah.
Poor Steph and Dave's van.
We had a man working on it last night till 12:30, put his diagnostic machine on there. It's something to do with the sensor or the fan.
They were coming up the hill. They were coming up the hill, weren't they?
A big hill.
It's a big hill, and basically the engine just died and caught fire. And so we at first we just carried on driving because they just said, oh, we just need to stop. We need to let the engine cool down. So we carried on, not thinking anything too bad.
They had to stop a few times, didn't they? Get a run up.
Yeah, so we just thought, oh, they'll catch us.
Quite a dangerous road to have to do that. You have to be coming up under control, really. But if you're having to gun it just to get up, you're either going to damage it or you could end up off the side of the road. And
so anyway, yeah, their engine was on fire. Well, something was on fire. So luckily, a local was passing, stopped, and he took them to his hotel. And then they got a mechanic guy out last night. He was there till 12:30.
Very helpful. It's something to do with their religion, where
they're just very helpful.
They help. Yeah, they help you, and it's like there's a word for it. I can't remember the word, but it's sort of like karma, where they help people who are stranded or strangers, and it'll come back on them. So, and it does work. Karma does work. So we're going to go down and meet them now, and I think we have to travel west about an hour to get this part, and then it's going to get fixed. A sensor.
Hopefully, it's going to get fixed.
Yeah, and apparently there's a dude in
come
Istanbul.
back with us.
He can do the rest of it because there's a few things wrong with it. Different sensors on the ABS and other bits and bobs. But there's a dude in Istanbul apparently that can do the magic. So, but we'll go and see them for now, and then we'll together we're stronger. I think.
We could easily just leave them now and carry on and just go, we'll see you later.
We're going no.
But yeah, we've been together for nearly a month, and we want to make sure that they're okay and
so they don't break down again on the way west.
Yeah, so we're going to stay with them. It's a bit of a detour, but you know, you do these things for your mates, don't you?
Yes.
So we're going to leave this Mount Nemrut that's been amazing.
And these flies.
Yeah, and the flies. And we will catch you hopefully back with the Harrises in a bit.
Yeah.
Replan
of the route.
Replan, yeah. Have a rethink.
Yeah. Coming down the road, Mount Nemrut. I'm not sure if the camera picks it up, but they are smoking, like super hot brakes. So if you do decide to come up Mount Nemrut, yeah, definitely make sure your brakes are tip top. Yeah, I don't even want to, I mean, you couldn't touch them. You could probably fry an egg on the brakes. But yeah, I think what I'm going to do is just pull over here, you see, for a minute and just let them just let them cool down. Yeah, so if you do come, like I say, make sure you probably want a service before you even go up that hill. That's just, it's the biggest hill I've ever seen in my life, and it's block paving. It must have taken so long to do it, but they did it. So I've got a bit of stone under my wheel because my handbrake won't hold. I think it's because the brakes are so goddamn hot, and I've just had it all adjusted and everything at a garage. So yeah, let them chill out a bit, let them cool down, and we shall carry on.
We arrived at Sumela Monastery, just outside of Trabzon. We parked up because we arrived late at night, and the park up's not too bad, quite picturesque. And there is a minibus that takes you all the way up to the monastery. It's about 5 kilometres and it's very steep. It's quite a gradient. We decided to walk it. Crazy, I know, and yeah, I think we regretted that on many occasions on the way up, but yeah, it was absolutely amazing, and I'd highly recommend a trip to Sumela Monastery.